All right, thank you very much for staying. Let's do this quickly. It's about yeah, the editorial is this. Let me put it up here. Editorial is simple. Editorial Anas vindication. Is the watchman now the thief? Is the watchman now the thief? Now, and that's already the Betty and say Kennedy Agyapong. I can say a year ni MPP nankasa mwono. Anas documentary or yeah mrebino. A documentary implicate your man just say a say omo dibonia enya bonia o also form hudi. Ya kai say Kennedy Agyapong so the same person or beka chere say Anas arimia Anas investigations or yeah efa Ghana football one kwesinya ntechi kromfo no e ka kire Ghana for say ono de obetua ekufuado beji sika ne bi ono na taye adwuma sika omotaje otatuo omo ba omia so beji Anthony Cabo mu ni ade ombeji and boni ombeso mu di nyina ombetumi di yenyina yehu no TV so yehu ni tape so Emma Kennedy Agyapong lanche what we call Who Watches the Watchman. Emma Kennedy Agyapong say our evidence actually say Anas documentary nyina azan enye no kre bibia ni mo no kre enso yetia Emma Kennedy Agyapong ya saba and sebio ebia opebibi wa ban man nsan kaye ebia ne yemu hyehye ne se aban besesa ebia bibia sia onim se ahead no asem besina asem kese enti amana kuma abama o kansem na enda asem aka ne se ose Anas ya ose na Anas nka ne kore no enda de ose Anas eye tape bia sa video na Anas ye no so o release ni sisia MPP aban no ebegu na before mekoso no sa statement na Kennedy Agyapong make ye no mebebo me ye nyina yetie na ye botie wi na mabusa se no Kennedy Agyapong confirm wa confirm ama wiase nyina ehu se Anas Arimyao Anas is a legitimate journalist and the documentary he did, all the exposés he has done, they are all true and they are the facts. And that Asembia or Kafa Hubiano, he was actually lying. Technically, no, Kennedy Agyapong catch them or no or your true for. And these things he said, Anas any day can use it in court because Kennedy Agyapong has shown Ghanaians through his own words on national TV say Anas has some damning tape here. When he releases it, criminals in this government to go to jail. Party nibegu. So Kennedy is indirectly or technically confirming say every single piece Anas yefa ekufuado aban we ho investigation Anas ye no eye no krojen na ono mo amobaji ni di nyina mo yankwasiafo. Enti pardon for na muguaya Who Watches the Watchman? Who today the watchman is rather the thief. It's a question we are asking. Is the watchman now the thief? Because the watchman was looking out. The watchman was telling you people that there is a thief he has caught. But today the watchman has come out to say the thief didn't really steal anything. And that I know that the thief I was saying was actually the one who was coming to save my boss. So I lied to all of you. I am the thief. Because I lied to you in the first place to protect criminals. Now, so utie member of parliament. Now say, we are Ghana ni badwimba wa adwene wo fie, and you say this man is the honorable man. Na asem de so wugidi, oya kaniba, oya santiniba, oya mfantiniba, oya huneniba. Sebi oya tani na nipa we de oka no krekrogen, nipa a wudi nechi, nipa a ukoko ntokwa, ema no nipa a ukodi nkofo atem so one de ensem oka nyina ekrogen because o catch the Ghana for nyina say Anas documentary no ye no na nukure bi anim and the sani pana saba abeka cho say sa Anas documentary de e krogen na ono kura the pieces bi a oyiba e be kire Kufuado o ye kronfo chen obi a wa MPP mu e be kire se eye Baumia o ye kronfo chen obi bia because he is saying that the MPP, we are talking about the leadership of the MPP, those are the people asem to omo anase omo expose ba ye betumi aka se MPP no e bebo. It is not some party communicator. We are talking about the big shots. And the big shot of the NDC comes from the presidency, the vice, the chairman, the ministers. Omune big shots. This is okay. Say, me release bibi a party negua. On case be release your Anas documentary. It will make a party communicator be embarrassed. He's talking about the creme de la creme. Now, DNA Yawum say a member of parliament. What do akuma shade mu? E fa hunti uni obi ending komo. Uni obi enyan tokwa. Oka sadi paro nipa okano kure. Flip-flopping person is a dangerous person. obi oka asam nne ochina beka foforo no or you dangerous to change within. Because when somebody keeps changing their statement can make somebody end up in jail. So it is very critical, especially in court. That is why when you go to court and you're talking, they make you swear, and that everything that you say, they will tell you it's on record. If you know whatever you are saying is not on record, tell the court to expunge it. Because a statement like Anasia Kromfo, Anasia criminal, the investigation it did, a criminal investigation. Anas the year say, now and the also done say you are going to use the same person you are criticizing. You are saying he committed this crime. You are saying so Bonini. You are saying he's a criminal. He buys. Now, because a Sani Pana material is a material you can use to destroy your own party. Then you are dangerous. Then you, that person, you are dangerous. You are not supposed to be considered as somebody who is honorable. Sebio Obia na adwini ye adwuma or ya badwemba no will never take a word from you. Before election 2020, me bote bia a year Salis, a year Sahara News, Salis, an investigative journalist. Kennedy Agyapong high and say omo enkonkwoye adwuma bi ma no. But Salis na and the menokasia MPP for ankasa penekuno no. Because now just a Salis no ni din ene Ahmed Swale. Salis me an interview before election 2020. Emoka say, time I set up some kunu because of investigations away because that Salis only announced the year Juma before. Salis no omukoku eye Swale no mojin say eye Salis. Omukoku Salis no mojin say Swale and they ended up killing Swale. And then I'm from Salis interview now or church him nice and the din in Swale eye bibia eye similar. Now, Salis ended up working with Kennedy Agyapong because not Kennedy Jr. said he could use Salis to destroy Anas. Into Salis also being an investigative journalist, and he decided to record Kennedy Agyapong every time they met. In fact, Salis has a tape of Kennedy Agyapong and Nyantechi having some serious conversation. We will release it very soon. Some kind of say, it's all timing. Yes. Salis has promised me that video will come. I'm waiting for Salis to drop it. It is Salis to not trusting Kennedy. Every time they met Kennedy, he recorded Kennedy and what Kennedy said. And the time Salis was working with Kennedy, Anna Kennedy, Esiwenya Anas partners, who he's going to use against Anas. Okay, say who watches the Watchman? Salis, they were recording him. Now, me boss tape we, me sabe boss tape rebium. In this tape, Salis recorded Kennedy Agyapong. It was the same moment who watches the Watchman Ebebaso. And in the tape, Kennedy Agyapong made it clear. Or say, in some question idea, all you need no kandapanim. CID boss Stewart don't come in him. Na utie tape ya or say even the top ekufuado kran your oil and the top actually sanctions what he's doing. The tape is here. Yentie and sana ya ba and the tape now I can say obey you Anas. Videos and also Anas materials are destroy a year MPP. It's very important. So on this platform, we never say things we don't know. And anything that they be a customer, we use the tape to back it. Now, this is Kennedy Agyapong being secretly filmed by Salis, formerly of Tiger Eye. Now he is with Sahara News, recording him and telling Ghanaians why are not Anas or no say Anas ya kromfo or faha Anas afaha or campaign Anas or Anas beso use media against or no they were smart Anas ye okay kasan sem nyina national security nim and a jubilee top war admitting the president to cry onim Oluwa the voice. Take your time and listen. Today or says Anas we no the material and na ode ebe stop it NPP or run the party DNC yentie what he said.
Miss Ronuka. Oh. Nano is powerful. Oh, yes. I think his day be about Bakati and the whole Ghana 12 p.m.
First story about anything I made the Bible about Slovenia. Okay, no what the way I'm up for. Oh, attend the
yeah. Oh, he thought he could use the media to block it. Yeah. And I'm that and so security can say also next in court I'll beat the shit out of him to take that thing out. You are the security regular to be. Many, never you are kind of what? Full support from there. Oh, yeah. Full support. First, no, oh, yeah.
Your cocoa nest, you know, on previous mom, we need you.
Miss Ronocra. Nano a powerful power. Oh, yes. I think his day be about Bacati and the whole gamma 12
first story about anything I made the amiable about Slavia, okay, no what the way I'm up for. And the deal.
Yeah. He thought he could use the media to block it. And I'm that and so what is security? Bakumi can say, also, Nesu Oni and out of me in court. I'll beat the shit out of him to take that thing out. You are the security regular to be. Many, never you are kind of what? Full support from there. Oh, yeah. Full support. First, no, oh, yeah. Many, never you are kind of what? Full support from there. Oh, yeah. Full support. First, no, oh, yeah. Many, never you are kind of what? Full support from there. Oh, yeah. Full support. First, no, oh, yeah. Regular to be. Many, never you are kind of what? Full support from there. Oh, yeah. Full support. First, no, oh, yeah.
So, this is the same Kennedy Agyapong who was actually having a conversation with Salis. Aya Salis, former colleague of Anas Arimiao Anas. He was thinking he could use Salis against Anas. It was Salis no ono use somebody who watches the Watchman. Eba Ghana no. Nipa bebre ko hwe Kennedy said and the Kennedy ababontene. Now, awesome can be bichiramo. There are a lot of tapes let's leave it there. And the Kennedy ababontene say our tapes are Anas or no intercept or nims a tape to destroy a year MPP. At the end of what tape to destroy MPP. Does it mean that all along he knew what Anas was doing? No, he was just lying to the people because wouldn't himself what tape say all this while, and it is incriminating. It can even destroy a whole political party in power. Why did he still go ahead to tell people Anas was a liar? Because somebody would have gone after Anas the way they went after Swale and killed him. Obi bet me, I say Kennedy can say Anas is a liar, Anas is a thief, he's setting the president up, he's lying, and that somebody could have killed Anas. And for him to come back today to say, the same person he was saying, he's a thief, he's a criminal, he's not a journalist, he has stolen, and then he is going to use his own material, Anas material again. Then, if you're a Ghanaian, you should be very careful. Now, you share the Kennedy Asaka about Anas tape, now you put these two together and do the editorial.
Because in the course of the investigation, I chanced on the video. Anas, a coaching call for even the people themselves panic.
Wow.
What he wanted them to go and do to our ministers and businessmen. Arabs or farm on the street. He picks them on the street. Go and coach them to destroy personalities in this country, Africa, everywhere. That is what Anas was doing. Anas here. Okay, and some what they should ask this minister and the businessman. They panic. And Anas said, why? Why are you afraid? Party projects, development, Nasa Utubika, the only and only station speaking for government. Now, your spokesperson say on Massa station, you know.
I say Bonibena station, yeah, you know.
I was saying, me Kasa didn't go for what any now, or bow to be a man. I dear me buy MPP for may release announced videos because I'm paying for no and they're starting. I'm advising them to stay away from that. Obia me can't say internal matters. O catch them say internal matters. O patch say me Jimmy because I was saying me call review 28 January. And the date you say.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, your internal matters that you are not talking about it. It's also affecting my health.
Okay.
What do you say? It's affecting my health. You don't want anybody to know the problems MPP is encountering from our own MPs.
Wow.
Well, Sanomo Kadia Mesme Kwamima. Yabuabia Samoa is saying, I don't know, Ninyonkuni Anas, Kwakubako, whatever. We are may release Anas video with Dunyame. Some people for Anshaye, no Mukasa. Yabuabia Samoa, you have to be careful. I guess I'll bring the party down complete. If I bring the video, let's open your gun and Ibakupe at Wabamaya. What Anas did, as far back as 8th of February 2018. Now, Anas, as setting your ministers and your businessmen for up, that was Dubai. The only person in authority, and I'm person prove be channel how I have saved this party and not obi to say Yabuabia Samoa, a jack like Yabuabia Samoa. Because in the course of the investigation, I chanced on the video. Anas at your coaching call for even the people themselves panic.
Wow.
What he wanted them to go and do to our ministers and businessmen. Onwa Arabs or farm on the street. He picks them on the street. Go and coach them to destroy personalities in this country, Africa, everywhere. That is what Anas was doing. When Anas here, okay, and some what they should ask this minister and the businessman. They panic. And Anas said, why? Why are you afraid? This is a political fight. A foolish Yabuabia Samoa.
No, I would say.
He said, this is a political fight.
I would say.
I have done it before. Anas has a political fight with MPP. Yabuabia Samoa, you are a fool. Very foolish. I'm going to say, I'm cut. Very foolish. Now, my planning, me banging, my planning. MPP for probably a mistake. And nobody can sacrifice me in the party. I'll bring the video out. Now somebody bout. Now MPP. I survived 3 months. Now MPP, a strong party. What this boy has done. I mean, I know what I say. Any panel said to you, I've given them copies of the videos. They themselves have admitted. I would Jimmy Ford say, Yabuabia Samoa. Who but now to disrespect me? Who the hell you are? Who ban fear where is gone? And what by G Yakoyo campaign? I was campaigning for you, but this guy or this is routine everywhere. Many Samajin Gallo, Samaya Deo. What do you say? But you are a failed lawyer, very failed one. Oba and one more who say, I could consume our parliament. You didn't do anything. You can't crowd me and can't crowd party. Some say, internal matters there. Me. My MPP from men who say, and I know, but I really don't care until I still defend. But any time when I say, baby, I don't person sacrifice me. When I am defending the party.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Somebody called me, say, internal matters. I'm Buno. Opa on Frebium can't say internal matters. Some of the video no chere or no. Opa. And baby, I'm wanting them to me Kasa. Me about for power. Because if I believe in something, Now, person who cover who interest so a good many must say I will defend myself. What do I say? Go back home. Hey, yeah. May you video natural. Niana menino, eh, yenano. I mean, person mess or ni crouching in temper, you should listen. But then people before Kwaku Baku is nobody. I swear to God. Opa, Munchusu Kwaku Baku against me. And you see what I'll do to the party. Kwaku Baku deliberately supported Anas. Everything that he was doing against this party. Please, give me a break here, Ghana. MPP. Until I'm 137, because all the gospel, you have idiots like Yabuabia Samoa.
Honorable, I think the president has done marvelously.
And Anas said, why? Why are you afraid? This is a political fight. A foolish Yabuabia Samoa.
Honorable, I would say.
He said, this is a political fight.
I would say.
I have done it before. Anas has a political fight with MPP. Yabuabia Samoa, you are a fool. Very foolish. I'm going to say, I'm very foolish. Now, my planning, me banging, I'm planning. MPP for probably a mistake. And nobody can sacrifice me in the party. I'll bring the video out. Now, somebody bout. Now, MPP. I survived for 3 months. Now, MPP. Strong.
Nobody can sacrifice Kennedy Agyapong in the MPP. Like, nobody can sacrifice him like the way they sacrifice JB Dankwa. That one there, I agree. Nobody. Kennedy, release the video. We want Kennedy Agyapong to release the video. And I want Kennedy to release it because it will be in our interest. We don't want this thing to be another talk, and then it causes a lot of, because you have admitted on TV, say, Anas recorded some damning video about this government. Saying, Kenya no cry, it cannot bring the government down. You mean you are accepting, say, it is true. Kennedy, release the video. Kennedy has said to the MPP, nobody can sacrifice him in the party. He says nobody can sacrifice him in the NPP. And it's a statement, I'll say NPP for June Hopa. I'll say Obie Niwa Obetuma sacrifice no. Nobody can sacrifice him in the NDC, MPP. So if you're in the MPP and you are thinking of sacrificing Kennedy Agyapong, then he's serving a warning that nobody can sacrifice him. When you listen to the tape carefully, those lines are very important to me because Oye Nipa, and he's thinking about his life. And he's saying that the political party cannot sacrifice him. And when they say you cannot sacrifice him, or when I'm in a political party and say nobody can sacrifice me, it means to me, nobody can murder me or nobody can kill me. To me, that is what I see it to be. Because until Ebi says your party, unless Kennedy has different meanings to what he said. But to me, from what I see, and I said what I can interpret, So because you cannot sacrifice me in this party, it could mean so many things. It could also mean you cannot maybe murder me or kill me or shut me up. And there are so many ways to shut people up. It is important to say, Yamagan MPP for TSS say, nobody in the MPP can sacrifice Kennedy. Because Kennedy today is telling the world, Anas Arimyao Anas did a diligent job that if he had not covered it up, the party would have not been here today. And that if they mess up, he will release the videos and the whole MPP will come down. So I am telling Kennedy, this is the first time I agree with you on something. Release the video. If Kennedy fails to release the video, then we will treat his statement as another false or another lies. Because Kennedy told us before that Anas is a liar, he's a criminal. Even at a point, I remember when a frog in Massachusetts, and that case is going to go to court very soon. A frog in Massachusetts was interviewing Kennedy on their platform. Kennedy said Anas killed some Chinese, something like that. And that case, that frog will have to go to court and answer. I'm on for him there, but it do some time. You tweet na back. I'm on for him there, but because if on my platform, me more be quiet no be jinaso. No, because I see me see we are platform no nipa na ye dia no. On also ko jina da kem. No kire say adan e na wo confirm is ade we. I support Kennedy's statement. And as a Ghanaian, and as a journalist, and an investigative journalist, for Kennedy, who was destroying or condemning Anas every day, putting together a documentary to tell Ghanaians Anas and Kanokura, and today to come out to say Anas' video can destroy this party, whether negative or positive, we don't care. We are the judges. Kennedy should release the video, because as we speak, we don't know what Anas did. I don't think Kennedy will release a video which is fake. He will always release a video that is true. Because when Anas released number 12, BBC reported on it. If they had not done their checks, they wouldn't have released the BBC piece. So if Kennedy says he has pieces that are even more daring, Kennedy should try and confirm Anas's stance. And that is all that I'm telling him. It's an advice. 4-4-2 formation is important. The formation you play here as a soccer player, you should make sure you play the same formation here. 4-4-2 formation. It is not 4-4-2 defamation. Oh. This is 4-4-2 formation. Matisse lawyer be to coin free abroche krubiso abogana. On it, government moi ebe planning how to discredit me. Sa lawyer na ufri abroche ko Ghana no. The word is 4-4-2 formation. And not 4-4-2 anything. You need to get it right. So it is very, very important to say Kennedy will try, come out with the video. If we have to shame Anas, we will shame Anas. But the video that is going to destroy the MPP party in the we will all like to see, and we will be the judges. We need a video. It should happen. We should see the video. We should see whether Anas is credible or not, because you put together a documentary telling Ghanaians Anas is a liar. As we speak, you are still in court with Anas. The things you said about Anas, you have not been able to prove one. The last time I read the court proceedings to you, you have not been able to prove one. Maybe this video, you can use this video to prove that what you were saying against Anas is true. So why don't you make it available for it to make it easy for you in court? Because if I were you, and I have this issue with Anas, and telling people Anas is a criminal, Anas is this, Anas has done this, Anas, if I have an evidence to prove, I will release that evidence for people to know that Anas is not credible. So nobody in the NDC can sacrifice Kennedy. They say nobody in the NPP, nobody in the ruling party can sacrifice Kennedy Agyapong. Or catch them or didn't come a signal no and send obi adwene ho. So if somebody is even thinking of sacrificing Kennedy in the NPP, Kennedy is saying nobody can sacrifice him in the NPP. Today's editorial is simple. Adebia obi tibia no memfa wasoba kuntie. Consistency is important. Especially when you have power, when you control, you need to make sure you are consistent. And no, and ebema osa respect, integrity, and that kind of basically respect. The moment you start to flip-flop, the moment every time the mic is open and you are not consistent, people now start to doubt you. People now start to believe that you are somebody they cannot trust. And people you cannot trust are dangerous people. I will urge Ghanaians to come out and tell Kennedy to release the video. I want to see it. Anas, I think if Anas is listening, he also wants to see it. And the NPP too, they should want to see this. The formation is 4-4-2. Very, very important. This is just the first part of this. We will come back again and we will deal with this matter. After this short break, I'll open the phone lines for 10 minutes and then we will end the editorial of the day, of the show of the day. Thank you very much. After this short break, I'll be back. I'm back again. Oh, I was back too quick. Why? All right. Hello, caller. Go ahead. You're discussing in the
I'm not Papa Duncan on Jack Cannon. And now the Canal needed Duncan William.
On the and you can.
And then I can. Oh, Kennedy Agyapong Kennedy Kesa wama na nkasa anya abro no ho na Kennedy wani abro no ho e no hu do onye why confused ono no na Ghana ho the catcher all starting to make that akwawe okita agenda bi but every day he proves there so that people watching now anas pede all the all fight to corruption. He's trying to prevent it because or the one documentary they are bad at Negu. Today, Nankasa we're gonna who baby on winning video. Yadanasi, he should keep on talking. Essentially, Oko Porter, and not when I announced the port scanner. Ghana port or change it totally. Customs even they were begging you. So when we support what demand, I say can't drink what power today. Mekacho, they demanded. Mese me the normal kwa obi so kita masks or jo bibia kwa common school bags obi the kind missionary word or hey in there mese one port will let people go to Ghana port or tell you the in Africa the Japan and one man yeah
all right, thank you. All right, hello caller.
Hey, hello.
Yes sir, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Kevin. This is Rashid. I'm calling from Kumasi, Swansea.
All right, sir. Go ahead.
Mr. Kevin, I'm coming Quadia Kennedy Agyapong in Nasem in Nukwasi Ginidi because Onankasa or Trofo and now see and now see we did any. Enti yen dream as some I be more criminal coso said the way San a pen. Enti yen think way forward. Thank
you very much. All right. Hello. Oh no. Hello, caller.
Me Crepe UK.
Me
Ibrahim. Me person contribute. Near question say we boy do about near and say mu see nyomo can say omuntu bin kofa Ukraine say 11 numbers wa Ghana form Ukraine no omuntu bin kofa but mutu bin nya sika e kofa chata play ekofa manfo ebetu aba ema 11 omuka chata play ma adwa kwa UK
ekofa private jet nya that yeah
yes but Ukraine for amugu hona Ghana for amutu aba omu bua Ghana ya na this kind man asama to omu abu see say 11 number so asankro for no beka ho but 11 aye ba betu aba mutu we ko hang private jet ekofa Ghana for ministers ni MPs no say omumra but Ghana for to start play ma Ghana for CS stranded Ukraine so omumra si aba ni omuye omu dia mu ndwi Ghana for bia ho omu nko amu interest peculiar interest na mu dwi ho interest e kan obia feel say wu na wunye the Christian council, this country, I'm sorry, some share minority. The into the moon can say Ghana for my stranded. No, when you know, move for private jet. I could follow to meet charter private jet. Edit to coin. Move to charter private jet in Ghana for now on Messi. And the moon dream.
I'm sure.
Thank
you very much. All right. Okay. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Wait, my TV. Wait, my lower TV. No, you are live. Talking in the phone. Men, TV.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, boss. And the kind of episode can was him.
Me pacho ile vinu atam na mesu me pesa mi kasa.
Me pacho kasa.
Me pacho anga mpesa ile vinu anka u bie phone. Ana sa ubetwa ko region by region nanka wa bie phone
into by so nanka wa bie phone na yes survey story on na ko region by region yanya survey bi bisa bi aka magic ade na we team say be na ochina it is good so they about ochina be
Thank you very much.
That's super. All right. So tomorrow there's a survey show about e-levy, the whole country, for views across Ghana. Near share, yes, you be a sample waha. Now you share omo pe e-levy ni omo pe. Reason ti omo pe, any reason ti omo pe. Hello caller. Hello.
Bozu.
Sako.
Bozu Bibia Boko.
Nice one.
And then Alhaji Seydou Santana, NDC Zongo Communicators, your chairman, no, Michiano and Yumere. And now, Kabi, William Baby, or who can Japan?
And the topic in what's my me you free so, Memaka.
And one of me back from
okay.
Can Japan or see Obetro Anas, a you know, or see Obetro a Begu party no Mufino. Or no, Emrebia or Oku Etia Anas, no. Now, dear, no, Pesa Ghana for Yendri, see. Who's in the Pakunu on your credible? And who's in the Pakunu? And say, who are some of the Befana and for 2 infa? Oh, say, walk of a address for private jet. Say, in Tokwasi, where baby Musi and Nunti. And I even a bar, a bebois. In Tokwa, when I see now 11 some new order down. In Tokwa, we crowd, Obia New say a besody. And I talk on my friend, and I move from at the school, say, and 11, and son of walk of power. I just support the move to make of fun, any private jet. As I said, this command, where the only or tree, Omo go on a Yakuam.
Let me show Sako. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sako. Let me show. All right, that is Papa Sako. Hello, caller.
Hello. Hello, Kevin.
Sir.
Yeah, how are you?
I am good.
I'm calling from Wale Wale.
Wale. Nice. So Wale, yes, let me ask you a few questions.
Ask me all the questions.
I will ask you all the questions. Wale people, so far, what's your assessment of Bawumia's leadership and basically as the head of the economic management team, the man who said he was going to bring Wale $1 million every year. $1 million.
Before man and God, Bawumia is a failure.
You say?
I said before man and God, Bawumia is a failure.
Before God and man, Bawumia is a failure.
It's a failure, yes.
Why?
Most of the things that he came to say, almost all, he never did anything.
You people didn't get almost the $1 million per constituency or a year or something?
Nobody, even the sister who is our MP, didn't do anything. You remember the flying away of the Abubuya?
Yeah.
It is in her camp. She couldn't do anything. Everything that she did was a lie.
Okay, wait.
But even right now, Baume himself is wanted in our whole the northeast region is wanted.
What do you mean by he's wanted? What do you mean by that?
He can't come home voluntarily like he used to come.
So he's a vagabond.
He's a vagabond. Yes, tell him that he's a Shejibla. We call him Shejibla. Shejibla means a vagabond. Shejibla. Yes. You repeat it so that they will hear.
Let's be honest here. I want
you to repeat it so that Wale people will hear you.
Let me say something. Maybe you don't like Bawumia.
It's not because I don't like Bawumia. You see the name he has.
Yeah.
You see the name he has. That Mahmoud.
Yeah.
It was my uncle that gave him that name.
It was your uncle.
I don't hate him. I'm just like you. I don't hate nobody.
Yeah.
But if you keep lying every time, whenever you lie, the lie will catch up with you.
You said a Mahmoud. Your uncle gave to me your mother.
Mahmoud, it was my uncle that gave it to his father, given to him when he was born.
Oh, so you're a relative. You are very close to his family.
When he was very little. We are very, very close. He knows. So it is not as a result of, it is not out of hatred or something.
Yeah.
But who has made us to be ridiculed by the whole country.
Yeah.
We the Mamprosi people, they call us Brichina. Brichina means we are steadfast people who take their culture serious. Like 2 days ago or 3 days ago, you did a program and we were talking about the northern, and you were talking about the ladies that are at Kejetia, the men that are at Kejetia doing Kaya. You were hitting the nail on the head. We have a lot that the South depends on us on.
Yeah.
Our educated, our literacy. You see, there's a difference between education and literacy. Mm-hmm. Our people that have gone to school, acquired PhDs, fail to bring back home common sense with them.
That is why we have so much. And because Kwame Nkrumah, those days, had so many factories at the north, which used to engage all of us because farming is the largest occupation there. We used to produce this cattle. We used to produce to feed the beef factory in Zuwarungu. We used to produce tomatoes for the Palugu tomato factory. We used to farm rice at Nasia rice farms. We used to produce this rice mill at Tono.
So
there were so many factories at the north that
sorry to cut you. If I give you 1 minute to speak to your brothers and sisters who, for some reason, are now in the south. In 2020, we saw how they collected money from each other, put themselves together to come to the north to vote for the NPP. In your language, if I give you 1 minute, what can you tell them? I know they are listening to you. Majority of them are listening to you.
I have so much to say that hurts me. Do you know what hurts me? Why should we look up to you as an elite to come help us? And you rather come, all you can do is to parade our sisters on the national day. See much for them to carry things on their heads. Look, Baumia is the gentleman when you are counting the intellectuals from our area. He claims he's an economist. There are 29-year-olds who have broken 1961 records in chartered accountancy, in economics. There are 21 years old from Wale Wale. Wale is not a village. There are 29 years old professors, kids, in the same area that he professed in. So if you look down upon yourself, that you cannot carry any better image of your people, you have to give them the status of headquarters to carry things on St. March Day to tell the whole world when other presidents are there. What are you trying to say? So when they see them, that is unusual, and they ask you, who are these people? What are you going to say? But they paid them, and they went round. You remember when they used that short code MTN collecting money from these kind of people?
Yeah.
They never made their life better. Even to see Baume, when you go to Baume's house, you can see them. I can speak to them in 1 minute, but it's so hurtful. I am so educated.
Try in 1 minute, just speak to them.
It pains me. Look, but I hear you, Zasi. Kayakunian to really green Baume. Baumena with Zale Zari. Baumena with Zale Zari. Baume won't check about Ban Nigeria Pamong Pare, who's wanting America Chamber. Haluzuna didn't money. Money, how wrong is government in it? Soldier government in it. Put for Pima Progunilla. Soldier government in Canada to Maprogunini. Barty and Timamanga Bia, who driven in your vice president talk to Yanado Yaman. Because the Mamma Nigeria Halkadunez at the Bangi. Lalanya Dunia. Gone busy by Yira Ekarna Halka to some so boy lafu ama emini enum busielen tiskeba pargu pasinta gaw gadini yeni ibu bonirba mbo zaziya mbo busuma nzalbisi kabidwa no tunchan no mbune ka ko duanchan kayayo kala ibn yerban girsili so ni ngone isiri chana yungu za nur kabagata kanya kan nibudo star samanani ibosi halitu mo kabato aribul kala vikaya Baumia. It is him Vika is letter. Ternia breaching the water Marziri. Nair Marziri, Nair Mombodilvi, we are Nana Doya DFV. See a letter bang yam bangi. One Kangina Bawe Mima, Imimahali. Now you're bossy. I finished, mother.
Yeah, I know you are very passionate about this. I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
I'm very angry. Look, I am well educated, and it helps when educated people behave that way. You know, we have literacy. Majority of the PhD holders are literate, but they are not educated. The things that you talk about every day, reading the material and taking the sense out of the paper is what is bothering us. If you go to one and see the intellectuals, look, armed robbery is killing us every day. And we have you, chairman of the Security Council, the Police Council. Armed robbers are killing even policemen in Walwali every day. Every 3 days is a market day, and there's always armed robbery. Why can't you help us? Why?
All right, sir. Thank you very much for your call. I really appreciate this. Thank you.
I will call again.
All right.
Thank you too.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Hello, caller. I'm here. Let me pick one more call and end today's show. Hello.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
My address.
Yeah.
Kevin, I'm from a make us say, Canada or New BS in the Trinity. Ghana MPP, the Henless. Canada can be a Casa was say, MPP for may review secret. You know what the Ghana for said they will cast a wood dog Ghana for.
Yeah.
Kevin said, no, because of the baby proud. Now me catch was a Kevin. So yes, man, can make castle bishop of the baby proud and Jenny Pakuranamido.
No, don't it? Yeah.
Say Canada Japan say, she will not see any mass, do baby crown up and ask you. But not dear, was so far not expose they expose MPP for own. In the Canadian matter, man, they cannot quit. In fact, the mirror who said, yes, I know Marcus quit in a parliament in all Casa, me fear in life. Yeah, I'm passing you live here. Didn't mean for Ukraine for. Now, Ukraine, Russia for the army for Kuku, or more ban auction, did not kind of one thing. Yet you can but with the piano monte. Mirror, now they be DJ when they say, who himself speaker can and they say, or Tia Kunyamo,
yeah,
or sit, say one, take care, and take care, leadership, Ghana, 3 months to come, didn't mean to edge my forecast. What they say, Kevin,
thank you. All right, I'm not picking any more calls. Again, it's very, very important. Be good. Tomorrow we'll be here to discuss Ghana. It's been a wonderful day. Thank you very much, family. Thank you to every single individual who called, and also thank you to everyone who watched this show. Tomorrow is Friday. When it's Friday, is the mixed bag day. We were talking about so many things. We will be having fun and also be dealing with the issues. My name is Kevin Ekobe-Dutela. My producers are called the Ghost Team, Mr. S, Mr. P, Miss I, Mr. I, Miss Q, Mr. I. Thank you guys for making this production another success. It's been a wonderful day. Remember to donate to keep this TV on MTN Momo is 055-889-3032. My name is Kevin Ekobe-Dutela. Have a wonderful night. We are all messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power. Be good. Cheers.
Honorable members, the information at my disposal. This is not to discourage the committee from doing their work. If something is not done within the next 3 months, government may not even be able to pay salaries.
Hey, man,